Hey there, super soldier. And welcome to my Blade & Sorcery and Blade & Sorcery Nomad 1.0 Ultimate Modding Guide. Heavy on the quotes there, because I might miss some stuff. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to mod both games, whether you play PCVR or if you play Nomad. I'm going to show you multiple ways to mod Blade & Sorcery Nomad because, let's be real here, modding on standalone quests can be pretty tedious at times, so knowing multiple ways, pretty good. Alright, we're gonna get started with... There's only 2 of these, and you should use them both. This is NexusMods.com. And this is Mod.io. This website is free, but you need to make an account before you can download mods. It's free to make an account, though. Don't get distracted by the payment options on the setup page. There's a skip button there. This website is also free. You don't need to make an account, but you can if you want. You have to manually install mods from NexusMods.com. Do not use Vortex. Mod.io is the host website for the in-game mod menu, so whenever you're downloading a mod with the in-game mod menu, you're actually downloading that mod from Mod.io. See this search bar right here? Type exactly these words, then hit enter. You're gonna see 2 pictures. This one is for PCVR Blade & Sorcery, this one is for Blade & Sorcery Nomad. This one only has PCVR mods, this one only has Nomad mods. Again, PCVR mods, no Nomad mods. Nomad mods, no PCVR mods. If you play Nomad, never click on this. If you play PCVR, never click on this. This is the PCVR Blade & Sorcery page, and these are some trending mods right now. People really like them, so they got really nice big pictures on the main page. Down here are some tabs. This is the new tab. This is where mods show up that have been recently uploaded. This is the updated tab. This is where mods show up that have been recently updated. This is the trending tab. This is where mods show up that are trending right now. This is the popular tab. This is where mods show up that are extremely popular. This is the surprise tab. It's gonna surprise you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Up here, there's a mods drop-down menu. If you click on that, ignore all of these and click on mod categories. Then you're gonna find mod categories. Go ahead and click on one. Weapons. Wait, what the f***? This looks like Mod.io.
Though it isn't.
Wait a minute, some of these aren't for 1.0. We need mods for 1.0. The last major update of the game was 1.0, so we need mods that are for 1.0 or later. So we go over here to endorsements and we click on that and we go to last updated. Now all of these should be for 1.0. We're gonna double check though. See this one right here? It says 1.0 in the title. That's how we know it's for 1.0. But we're gonna triple check by clicking on it, and then we're gonna go into the files tab and we're gonna go down here to where it says date uploaded. It says the 16th of April 2025. 1.0 came out for PCVR in June of 2024. This date is after that date, so we know that this mod is in fact for 1.0. Cool. I don't know how this mod works though, so I'm gonna click on description before I download it, and god damn it, you didn't write a description. I gotta find a different one. Holy butt, the Yamato got an update. Oh my god, look at that. Genix wrote an incredible description that details how everything with this mod works. You should read this. You should always read the mod descriptions. Hey look, a bugs tab. This is where you can go to find out if other people are experiencing the same issues that you're experiencing, and maybe there is a solution in the bugs tab, so check the bugs tab. Post tab. People talk about the mods in the post tab. Sometimes they say nice things, sometimes they say not so nice things. If you're using the post tab and leaving a comment for a mod author, say nice things. Constructive criticism, people. That's what everyone likes. I'm going back to the files tab because I'm gonna download this one right now by clicking the manual download button, then clicking on the slow download button, and I'm gonna save this one for when I show you all how to install mods manually. See this right here? Downloads in a compressed file, in this case a .zip file, but we'll get to that, don't worry. I almost forgot something. This is Ghetto's Firearms. It is a PCVR only mod. If you scroll down to the description area, you're gonna see a requirements tab. Click on that. You should always be looking for the requirements tab because sometimes mods have dependencies. This tab will tell you if you need to install another mod in order for another mod to work. Ghetto's Firearms requires Ghetto's Firearms framework, so you need them both in order for that to work. This right here though, Agent 47, this mod requires this mod. So this one right here, if we want to use this one, we also need to have this one. But this one right here, we don't need to have this one in order to use this one. You get what I'm saying? Okay. We're on mod.io again, clicking on the Open Game Portal button. Look at that, one page for Blade and Sorcery. This one page has mods for both Blade and Sorcery and Blade and Sorcery Nomad. So when we click on this, if we're looking for Nomad mods, we're going to come down here to this platforms filter, click on Android, because Quest is an Android operating system. So Nomad mods, they're made for Android. Yep. If you want PCVR, you click on the Windows one. Now you get PCVR mods. Do yourself a favor, go ahead and click on the 1.0 tab too, just to make sure that you got 1.0 mods that you're looking at. Sometimes a mod has been made for both PCVR and Nomad, and it's going to only have one page for that mod on mod.io. So when you click on that, if you're manually installing stuff, down here is where you download the files. Again, Windows is for PCVR, Android is for Nomad. Click on one of these buttons right here to download that mod. One more thing before I move on. Some mods are considered not safe for work. They are adult mods. Gore mods fall into that category. So if you're looking for gore mods, you need to disable the content filters on these websites. I am not going to show you how to do that because I know some of you are kids. You can't trick me. I ain't gonna teach you how to disable the content filters so you can go to the Skyrim mod page and look at all the mods on the Skyrim VR page. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want your parents yelling at me, all right? It's not hard though. It's real easy to figure out. All right, I guess I can show you guys how to actually install mods now. Yay! Bonus points for anybody that can tell me what my background picture is from. This is for PCVR, by the way. If you're looking for the Nomad install stuff, that's later on in the video. You can skip to that. I don't mind. It's cool. Hey, wait. Can't I just use the in-game mod menu if I play PCVR? Yes, but why? It's more convenient to just manually install mods. I mean, you can use the mod menu if you want, but seriously, like, you don't even have to start up the game. You can just manually install them. You could be watching YouTube or something. I can watch YouTube and install mods at the same time. Here's the Yama Tomato mod that I downloaded earlier. I'm gonna click on that. You see how I opened it up in this? This is called WinRAR. I recommend using WinRAR or 7-zip. It doesn't matter. Just get one of these to unpack these files because you have to extract them before you install them. Now you're gonna go to Steam, click on that, find Blade and Sorcery in your library, right-click on that, go to Manage, Browse Local Files, and you're gonna see Blade and Sorcery data right here. Click on that. Go into Streaming Assets, there's your mods folder. This is where you're gonna be dropping mods. If you wanna save yourself some time, go ahead and pin this thing to quick access. That's what I did, so I don't have to do this anymore. Ready for the install? You're not gonna believe how easy this is. I'm just gonna grab the Yama Tomato and I'm gonna drag it into the mods folder. It's gonna unpack, boom, there it is. Yama Tomato is now installed on my game along with all of these other mods that I need to clean this up. There's too many in here. Bing, bam, boom, that's done for Steam anyway. Now I gotta show you how to get to those files if you're using this thing. When is the last time I updated this thing? I never open it. What is this? I don't care about this right now. I'm busy. All right, I'm in. Click on the Settings tab. Click on General, then go down to Library Locations and click on Edit. That's gonna tell you where your games are getting installed on your PC. You're gonna wanna go to that location, find the Blade and Sorcery folder, open it up, find where the Streaming Assets folder is, just like I showed you with the Steam stuff. And sometimes there's not gonna be a mods folder in the Streaming Assets folder. Just right-click and create a new folder. Name it mods. That's it. Then you just do exactly what I showed you with Steam. That's it. That's PCVR manual installing. It's some brain dead stuff, like it's real easy to do. Get this piece of garbage off of my desktop. Just to prove a point, I'm gonna download the high frequency blades from mod.io and show you that this process is literally no different for manually installing mods that you get from mod.io. High frequency blades, grab it, drag it, drop it, done. Boom. This is the Blade and Sorcery Nomad Nexus mods page. I'm going to show you how to download and install mods manually using a PC first, and then I'm going to show you some other methods. Alright, let's do it. Get a little USB thingy, plug it into your headset, and plug the other end into your PC. There's going to be a little pop-up that says USB connected. It doesn't show in the video, but it's there. Make sure that you click on it. Find it on the File Explorer, then go into Internal Shared Storage, go to Android, go to Data, scroll down until you see Warp Frog, Blade and Sorcery, click on that, go into Files, and you're gonna find the mods folder. That's where we're gonna be dragging and dropping mods. The Nomad Rim, baby! We're gonna download this. Alright, go into that Files tab, but first make sure you read the mod description! I yelled, I'm sorry. Click on the Files tab. Manual download, slow download. Again, remember, you need an account first. It's still free. Cheese and biscuits, I almost forgot again. Nomad players, you need to make sure you're downloading Nomad mods that are for 1.0. The last major update for Nomad came out in October of 2024, and that was Nomad 1.0. So again, make sure you're looking at the titles of the mods, looking for that 1.0 title, and go into the Files tab, check the files, make sure that file was uploaded after October 2024. Don't download anything from before October 2024. Don't do it. All right. If you skipped to this part of the video, you didn't hear me talk about WinRAR or 7-Zip. These are programs you need to extract mod files. You can't just drag this zip file into the game's mods folder. You gotta open it up with one of these programs, then you gotta drag the mod out of it and drop it into the game's mods folder. But if you're using a Quest 3, you can't just drag it out and drop it directly in there. You gotta drag it onto your desktop first because things are stupid that way. Where'd it go? It's around here somewhere. I know you're here on this desktop! You thought you could hide from me by disappearing on my desktop? No, 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 no! Grab it, drag it, drop it into the mods folder now. That's it. That's installed. Bam, look at that. Click on that. Boom, there she is right there in the folder. That's all it takes. Now let's go over some other methods for manually installing stuff for... Wait, can't we just use the in-game mod menu? Because some of us don't have access to a PC and we can't do it like that. You're absolutely right. It is more convenient for Nomad players to use the in-game mod menu. But it's important to know how to manually install stuff too, because there's some mods that are not on the in-game mod menu, okay? And there are other methods for getting those mods, which I'm about to show you. Alright, I'm on the Nomad mod menu right now, but don't jump the gun. I'm gonna come back here and talk more about this later. What I'm looking for here is a mod called the Nexus Installer V2, so I can install mods from nexusmods.com. I'm gonna click on the search bar here, and I'm gonna come down here, and I'm gonna type in Nexus, and I'm gonna hit the little green check mark. Boom, there she is. I'm gonna install this. Alright, that's installed now. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna hit play. It's a scripted mod, so I'm gonna see the scripted mod warning. If you don't see this after installing a mod, you might want to restart the game, okay? Just in case, just restart, because you gotta see this if you have a scripted mod, and click yes. You're gonna know if you need to restart because there will be an exclamation point in the mods tab in the player options scroll. And when you look at the mod, it'll say error assembly or something like that. So restart the game and you should see the yellow pop-up for scripted mods. If you need a tutorial on how to use the Nexus installer, it has one built in, right here, tutorial video. You can click on that, it forces open a browser window, takes you right to Bretty Man's tutorial on how to use this mod properly to install other mods. Okay? Alright. Remember, before you download mods, you want the Nomad page. If you don't see it written up here, you're not on the Nomad page. Make sure that mod is for 1.0. If it doesn't say 1.0 in the name of the mod, go down to the Files tab, look at the date on the file. If it was uploaded after October 2024, it's for 1.0. If you see U12, U10, U11, U anything, not for 1.0, don't install that. No. By the way, this method works for Quest 2, Quest 3, Quest 3S. This only works on Quest 3 and Quest 3S. I have no idea why it doesn't work on Quest 2. It kind of can, but you also need something called Shizuku to gain root access to the system files on your headset first. It's weird. If you're using a Quest 2, just use the Nomad Nexus Mods installer. It's a lot easier. If you're on a Quest 3 and a Quest 3S, get this, but we need two things first. CxFileExplorer and Mobile VR Station. Open a browser window, type in CxFileExplorer. Just go to the main page. Go to the one that actually says CxFileExplorer.com. Download that sucker. Alright, we don't need that anymore. We need Mobile VR Station. You can get Mobile VR Station in the Quest App Store, okay? Just download that. When you start this up, it's going to ask for a whole bunch of permissions. Give it all the permissions it needs. And then when you're into this menu right here, go to Configuration Wizard. Click I'm here to mod, configure scoped storage. Ignore all of this stuff. Go down and click on this. Click on this, and you're gonna get a pop-up here. Click on Quest 3, go to Download, find that APK for the CxFileExplorer, click right here. You're gonna get another pop-up. It's gonna say yada yada yada, blah blah blah, might be a virus, it's not a virus. Click on Continue, click Install, and give it a moment. Bam, there it is, you're done. Now you have CxFileExplorer, click Next, click Next. Click this thing that says I need permissions, it needs permissions, and bam, you're in CxFileExplorer. Now you can go and download mods. Back to Nexus mods. Remember, the Nomad page. That's what you need. Viltrumite by Rave Lizard with flight abilities and space. Ooh. Does not say 1.0 in the title, so remember, go to the Files tab. Check the date on that file. Make sure it's after October 2024. All right, we got it. So what we're going to do now is go into CxFileExplorer, go to Downloads, and we're going to see the mod right here. So we're going to click on this little button. We're going to go down to More. We're going to go to Extract. Then we're going to go to Extract to Main Storage, Android, Apps. Scroll all the way down to warpedfrog.blade and sorcery, Files, Mods, and Extract here. Give it time to do its thing. Wow, that was really fast. I'm going to go into the game and check now. Come in here. Well, I'm flying, so I guess that means it works. Oh shit, wall. He dead. Okay, now we're talking about the Nomad Mod Menu. Remember when I said you don't need to make a mod.io account? That is still true. But if you do make a mod.io account, you can link that mod.io account to the mod menu the first time you access it by typing in the email that you used to make that mod.io account. If you do that, you can go to mod.io on a web browser or on your phone and you can subscribe to mods, and then the next time you get into the game and go to the mods menu, it will automatically download the mods you subscribed to while using the web browser on your phone or PC. You can also unsubscribe from mods there, and then it will remove them here. Also, any of the mods you installed using the other methods I talked about can be deleted with the mod menu. See all of these grayed out ones? These are ones I manually installed. You can delete those here. You just click it, and then you uninstall. Now, when you're looking for mods on the mod menu, remember, you only want 1.0 mods. See that tag right there where it says 1.0.0? That's a 1.0 tag. If you don't see that tag, don't download it. Nomad didn't used to have to worry about this in U12. All of the mods that showed up on the U12 mod menu, they were for U12 because it was the first iteration of the mod menu. Now in 1.0, you guys got to be a little bit more careful because some of these mods are for U12. U12 mods do show up on the mod menu. Don't install them, alright? I'm gonna try to find one. Alright, here's one. Runic Katana. It has the 0.12.0 tag, which means one of these files is for U12, but it also has a 1.0.0 tag, which means one of the files is for 1.0. I don't think this mod is going to work. I'm gonna download it anyway just to find out. Let's see how that goes. Oh, nope. The Nomad version of this mod is in fact outdated, as indicated by this. If you ever see this, what you're gonna do is uninstall. Uninstall that mod. Some of these, like Galactic Arena Nomad 1.0 here, still has that U12 tag and a 1.0 tag. I'm gonna test this one as well, just to see what goes down with it. This one, in fact, does work, okay? So, you're just gonna have to be careful, alright? Remember, you see that outdated warning? You delete it. There's nothing you can do about that. Just delete it. Okay, one last thing about the mod menu. You cannot download and install every single mod you see on the mod menu. You have to keep the limitations of your headset in mind. Quest headsets, not powerhouses. A lot of people don't like to hear this, but I'm sorry. You gotta understand the hard truth, the hard facts. Quest headsets are a budget VR headset. They are nowhere near as powerful as a PCVR system. A PCVR system, that's a computer sitting on a desk. That sucker could have a 3090 in it, a 5090 in it, who knows how much RAM, an insane processor, anything. But your Quest headset, only ever gonna have what's been built into that. Quest 2, that's a Snapdragon XR2. Quest 3, that's a Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2. I think the Gen 2 has like a 8 gigs of RAM. The Gen 1 has 6 gigs of RAM, if I remember right. The point is, they don't have a lot to handle processing all of this stuff, okay? Every time you add a mod to the game, you're making the game bigger. You're adding files to the game. You add too many files to the game, you make the game too big, Quest is gonna die. It's gonna be all like, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. I don't have the RAM for this. RAM is not storage space. You gotta delete some stuff. I'm gonna explode. All right, so just, keep that in mind. Don't download and install a bajillion mods. Keep your list kind of small. I'm kind of pushing it, I think, with all of this stuff right now. Okay, now this is extremely important. Mods might break your game. Always a possibility of that happening, and there's only 2 things you can do to fix it. Number 1, uninstall the mods. Number 2, you might have to go and clear the app data. Clearing the app data is a bit of an extreme measure, alright? And it's only really necessary if the mods you have installed have corrupted your save file or corrupted your options file. And if that's happened, uninstalling the mods ain't gonna do the trick. The problem's still gonna persist, and you have to clear the app data to get rid of those files. To do that, you go into your headset settings, you find storage, and you press this button right here where it says Blade and Sorcery Nomad. You press that button right there. Clears the app data. It will delete your save file. It will delete your options file. If you had any progression in the Crystal Hunt mode, yes, I'm talking to you, fish! Then that progression will be gone. It'll be bye-bye. No more. You'll have to start over. Manta rays! Sorry. Point is, you gotta be careful with the mods you're installing, alright? Be careful. Also, very important, clearing the app data will permanently delete any of the mods that you manually installed. But the next time you access the mod menu, it will remember all of the mods that you installed with the mod menu, and it will try to reinstall them. So if you had a bajillion of them, it's gonna lag the hell out of your headset trying to reinstall all that stuff. That's why it comes in handy to have that linked mod.io account, because then you can just go to the mod.io website and subscribe from all of that stuff there, and it won't reinstall it the next time you come here. Yes, it can happen to us too, PCVR players. Why am I the Count from Sesame Street? I don't know. We have it a little bit easier though, you know? We can go into the mods folder for the game directly and we can delete the mods, but you know, if the save file or the options file gets corrupted, then you're gonna wanna go to Documents, My Games, go to Blade of Sorcery right there, go into the saves folder, go into the default folder. This is where all your save stuff is. There's the options file right there. If you want, before you delete this stuff, make a copy of it, just highlight it all, and save it to a separate location on your desktop. Make a backup, you know? I know I just went off on the Nomad players a little bit about keeping the limitations of their headset in mind, but PCVR players, you also gotta do that. You just have a little bit more headroom because of the specs that might be in your computer. Like, I don't know what your desktop has in it. I don't know what kind of hardware you're working with. But, you know, keep that stuff in mind. Don't make the game too big. Alright. There's just one last thing I want to say before I send you all off on your modding journey. PCVR players, Nomad players, something that all of us must keep in mind. I have a f***ing lightsaber, and I will hunt you down. I will murder you in your bed! Sorry, I don't know what came over me there. I gotta get serious. This is a serious thing. Yes, okay. Mods are not a part of the game that we bought. They're made by the community, which means they're made by players, just like you, and just like me. It's nobody's job to make mods. It's people's hobby to make mods. And some of those people that make those mods, they're really cool. And they upload those mods to modding websites like Nexus Mods and mod.io, where you can go, where I can go, download those mods for free, install them on the games, play with them, enjoy them, have a good time. It's a gift. Mods are a gift given to us by other players. Other players being like, hey, check out this cool thing that I made. I want you to play with my cool thing that I made. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the cool thing that I made. You're gonna have it. You're gonna enjoy it. You play with it and have fun with it. So, yeah, you know, just keep that in mind. Mods are a gift. Be cool to the people that make them. And, I'll see ya. Enjoy the mods. Don't break your game. Be careful. Remember, don't screw it up. Otherwise, you're gonna have to delete some stuff, and that's gonna suck for you. Anyway, I've got some NPCs to murder. I could only walk so far because, like, that's my wall right there. See? That's a wall. Okay, bye. This is my desk.